Hi, this is Elizabeth Clare Brewington, and I'm excited to show you our show, which is Discover Bright Side, where we discover new things, new authors, and new books, and now magic. I'm so excited for the first time on our show to have a magician. So, Alan, welcome. And we are doing Father's Day. And actually, this book, I think, goes year round, as Alan and I were just talking about it. So, Alan, tell us about this Father's Day special that you have.
Well, we're talking about a book called Grandpa Magic, um, which looks sort of like this. And this book, all of my best ideas are my wife's idea. This book was her idea when she noticed that as a performer, often I would do a magic set, even socially, and people would come up and say, can you just show me something I can show the grandkids? You know, some kind of little trick I could do for the grandkids. So often that my wife suggested, maybe that's the next book, because I had written a number of magic books. And that seemed like a really good idea. Um, it turns out, that grandmothers in general are pretty good relating to their grandkids. They can find projects and things to do. Grandpas apparently not so much. And so the idea was, let's give Grandpa some really cool tricks, puzzles, games, um, stunts, dinner table stuff that he can do to pry the kids off of their devices, get them off their screens, and get them involved in some human-to-human interaction, which turns out they're desperate for, really,
Yes.
um, to have some kind of interaction like that. So that was the goal of the book, and I divided the audience for magic into two groups that I call believers and skeptics. And the believers are like the under 6 or under 7 years old. And if you make a coin disappear, they're going to think Grandpa can make a coin disappear. And if you pull it out of their ear, they think maybe it came out
Yes.
of their ear. 8 and above, not so much. They no longer believe in Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy, and magic isn't real. So then, how did you do that, Grandpa? It becomes intriguing. So the idea in the book was to have a whole variety of things that could work for toddlers and teenagers. So Grandpa can fool the pants off of his 17-year-old grandson, as well as entertain a 3-year-old with a napkin that turns into a rabbit or all kinds of cool tricks. So that was the idea behind the book. And in addition to magic tricks, um, there are puzzles and brain teasers, but things that you can do, like if you're out for fast food or something, you could just take out a handful of coins, put them on a table, and pose a problem. Let me see if you can, smarty pants, arrange these 6 coins into 4 rows, or something that seems impossible. And the kids love that. They
Yeah.
like to look into things. They like to be fooled. They like to figure out things. So another part of my hope in writing the book was that not only would Grandpa have something to engage the kids, but Grandpa himself would become interested in the subject and find it a very cool thing to do and want to learn more and to get better. And even more, how cool it would be if the grandkid also developed an interest in magic and they could bond and they could spend time together doing that. And there is, in fact, a whole act in the book that a grandparent can teach a grandkid, say 7 and up, and rehearse. And they're like 4 or 5 really good tricks that go together. And the point is to entertain the family at holiday time and,
Yeah.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, put on a show.
And I think what it makes a grandpa look real cool. Because with, as you said, otherwise the kids are there, they're just watching their iPhones and they have no time to talk to you. And when you try to talk to them, everything is a yes and no, and it's all open and shut as I call it, and how do you engage a child to have a conversation? And so working on magic tricks together, putting up a show together, it's showing kids a lot of skills among, people who love them. I think this is a great book for a birthday or a holiday, Thanksgiving, or a Jewish holiday when kids come together, or any holiday. I think this is a great book to work with your grandparents, or if you're stuck with your grandparents for a whole weekend. This is an inexpensive and a fun way to spend a weekend with your grandchildren. So get the book. We'll make sure that the link is available. And happy Father's Day. This is our 5th Men Business Empowerment. We love men. And in this day and age where women dominate the world, we want to say to our men, thank you. And so we show you great videos, and we hope you will enjoy our show all through your Father's Day. And I hope this video extends into the holidays. So this is a great book that we will review and get recommended for you to use, not just for grandfathers, but for anyone who wants to entertain children. So thank you, Allan, for these great books. And we'll also add a link to the video that I did before. So if you want to really dive into Allan and the world of magic and his story, you'll be able to watch that as well. So go to discoverbrightside.com and you will get all these links. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, make sure you subscribe, write us a comment, tell us what you think. And if you do buy the book, snap a photo so we know you're paying attention. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.